Aloha, Soul Family. Welcome to our end of days, and that's DAZE. As usual, raw and unedited. I'm in a more public place than I usually record, so we'll kind of see what happens here. Doing it a little bit to challenge myself. I want to start recording in areas where it's potentially, we might get interactions or looks, and so much of this for me is the judgments of other people don't matter, all right? They're just really looking at themselves, right? Anyway, I just kind of wanted to get into it, so I'm trying something new. I was playing around with my phone settings to see, because it was really dark. And so, whatever, we'll see how this video ends up turning out. I'm right by the road, and so I should probably maybe get closer or talk a little bit louder, but that's just kind of the situation. And so, like I said, it's an experiment. We'll see how this goes. Man, it's been quite a day, you guys, quite a day. Every day's a new day. And I'm really starting to recognize how connected we all are. And that we're all, we're like I've heard before it was put to me in a way where I like it, It's just like if God is the tapestry of the entire thing, right? We are the threads that weave the tapestry. And so and even more than that, that's the usual concept of God, the greater God, right? So in this case, there's a greater God and a lesser God. The lesser God is the threads that make the tapestry, and the greater God is the tapestry itself. And so in this manner of speaking, that's us too. And this is why, at this point in my life, I have chosen to walk away from the church. From my particular congregation that I was attending. And I can't even say it's with a heavy heart per se. It took me a while to get to the point where I was willing and ready to acknowledge I had to do some reflection. And I really got to see how I was doing so out of obligation. And maybe in a convoluted sense of love even, where I was feeling obligated to go, to show face, to be with individuals and people whom I know mean well. And so it's not even a knock against them. It's just like, this is my path, you guys. And if any of the church members end up watching any of my videos, which is probably unlikely, but you never know, I love you guys, all right? You've shown me kindness. You opened your hearts to me in the ways that you could. Just as I did, just as I have. And I hope and believe and have faith that we enriched each other's lives. And that even if they're parting for now, that it serves a purpose, and it's a good one. And at the same time, I feel free. I absolutely feel free. Related to this, guys, and likewise, I don't think they'll be watching it as well, but I've had a job on the side and with an employer, and he's an interesting guy. And basically, I've been getting signs as well to kind of leave employment with this individual. And it's very similar to the church situation. And he's not a bad guy. I'm not going to badmouth him at all. If anything, he's a wonderful man. He's been struggling with his own life, just like so many people are. That's one of the biggest premises I want to get across. We're all struggling here, okay? Housed, homeless, doesn't matter who we are. We've been struggling, okay? If anything, though, my premise is that they're walking the path of strength, walking the path of authenticity, of self-awareness, of truth. It pays better. It absolutely pays better. It was hard for me to walk away from both of those situations because I've come from a place of lack and scarcity to such a degree that any kind of breadcrumbs, any blessings that I receive are just like, oh my God, why should I ever let these go? I know what the other side is like to have nothing. But this is also the mystery and with the path of strength, your confirmation beep right there. I don't know if you can hear it, but that's also what this path means. All right. And I see it. It's revealed to me where me stepping away from this is a good thing. It's saying that I am creating space in room for even better situations. If it's employment, better employment. If it's income, better income. If it's community, fellowship, congregations, it's for better versions of that, which are more fitting to who I am, to what I'm creating, to what's resonating with me at the moment. And that's wonderful, you guys. It's wonderful. Like, if I can convey my peace about the situation, I feel more at one with the universe and more in good company. Like obviously physically I'm in isolation, right? I'm alone. I don't have family. I don't have friends per se. I'm doing this by myself, you guys. At the same time, I feel so guided, guarded, and protected. Like, the angels and God and everybody is with me right now. My collective, I won't do it on this video, but there's YouTubers that I watch who talk about the collective, and I feel like it's our collective, man. We're the collective. This is what we're talking about, and we're all like the people who really resonate with that. That's who we are. And there's maybe different phrases to say it. And it's not everybody. Like, that's the situation. It's similar to the phrase that say, everybody is called, but very few answer. And I think it's a similar situation to that, where we answered. And so that's why we're part of the collective. Like, no one's excluded per se, but people exclude themselves. If they don't answer the call, they don't answer the call. It's just that simple. And those who answer it, hey, welcome. Welcome to you guys. You're in good company. So maybe we'll just keep it short today. This is a good easy listening, right? I just kind of wanted to convey, my faith, my heart, my love for you guys. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm making these videos for me, but it's for my collective. Okay, it's for our collective. It's for us, and we got to be just like me, man. We got to be in isolation sometimes in order to get right with God. And that will pave the way for us into the future, into fellowship, okay? But sometimes that takes being alone, all right? Sometimes that takes that isolation in order to get right with ourselves, you guys, in order to truly see what is going on. Because that desire for fellowship can be so strong sometimes that it overshadows our connection to the universe, to God, to the truth, where we will suppress and diminish the truth in ourselves, okay? Because of our desire for fellowship. And it's not a bad desire, okay? But this desire was first exploited to me here in Hawaii, all right, by gang members, okay? Where I was approached by gang members and I was taken advantage of in certain ways. But I was able to walk away from it because and they tried to exploit my desire for fellowship, all right? This is how those systems work, okay? And I was able to walk away from that. But what I walked into was a church congregation. The other side of that coin, in my opinion. And it wasn't as overt, but there's still that sense of what it is. And someone might be approaching. We'll find out here in a second. Doesn't matter. Okay, just commenting what I'm seeing here. And so, yeah, that's what it's about, you guys. Like, sometimes we gotta walk away from situations and people that are no longer serving us in order to get right with us within ourselves, and then that allows. Like, if I'm using this language, all right, it allows God the ability to create for us through our hearts, through what we're really looking for, through what's resonating with us, okay? We need to create space for that, though. That's what this whole thing is. Like, I'm not saying no to everybody. I'm not leaving the church or the congregation because I hate people, okay? I love people. Even the people that I'm leaving behind, I love, all right? But there's a calling, and I'm answering the calling. And this is allowing me the space. First, get right with myself, get clean with myself, all right? I'm already off drugs and everything. I'm not doing anything, but I just mean, like, energetically clean. It's so important, you guys. It doesn't matter. People can not be doing drugs, all right? People can be free of those things, but still not clean energetically. Okay, it takes time. It takes patience with ourselves. I would say effort, but it's more just like the effort in so much to let go, to be willing to confront the truths which have been hard to digest. And when we just let go and we have that surrender, God provides for us the system. If we need external stimulus, we will be given that. All right. If it's something where we need to really go within to kind of shut out the rest of the world, we'll be given space to do that too. And at the same time, we got to choose that. We got to choose to recognize and give ourselves that space when we're called to do that. And that's what I'm doing right now. So you never know, right? Maybe someday I'll return to the gangs. Maybe someday I'll return to the congregation. This particular one. Maybe not. All right. But right now I know what I need, and it's to get right with myself and to give that space. And I do feel like there's something out there for me. Okay. Like such a deep resonance that there's something really beautiful out there. Not just for me, but for us, for our collective. We'll find each other, you guys. And I'll be a voice alone in the dark if I have to. At this point, like I've said before, just like I think I have 2 subscribers, and I think I know who they are as well. And it might be pity subscribes. And it doesn't matter because I'd be making these with 0 subscribers, guys. Because the future's untold, and just like I know a lot of content creators too, these videos are timeless, and this is why I date the logs. These are vlogs, right? Video logs, video diaries. This is what I'm going through, and this is what I'm talking about. And so maybe it's just for me to look back, but I make them public so other people can draw inspiration from it too, see where I've come from. Okay, just in case something happens to me in a good way, where I ascend to this great status where everybody knows me. I'm a household name or something ridiculous, But I started out this. Nobody knows me. I'm homeless. I'm by myself, okay? And this is that pattern that we can all have what we're meant to have, okay? And that's just it. Is that I don't care about fame, okay? That's not important to me. But if me becoming more well-known allows other people the ability to know themselves better, then I will be famous, okay? Because that's how important to me it is, okay? Just like my privacy, very important to me, you guys. I wouldn't want to become famous for like at least the celebrity status from the Hollywood celebrity style. But that's an era that's gone, if you ask me. Anyway, it was 12:44 as I said that. Anyway, yeah, guys. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of my journey as I'm part of yours. I guess we'll kind of keep it there. We actually had a concise video this time, under 15 minutes, man. Right on, right? Right on. Shaka, you guys, shaka. So we'll keep it at that, and we'll see how the video turns out with the night and the sound and everything. So, yeah. Okay, and I know I always say that, right? We'll keep it at that. Peace out. Love within. And catch you guys on the flip side.